Hello and welcome to Woke Watch, an ongoing series of videos where I find the wokest stories on the internet and together we can pick them apart. Today we'll be looking at the way that the disease of woke ideology is spreading through society like a particularly aggressive tumour. I feel sorry for today's younger generation because things seem to be a lot more complicated. For instance, when I was growing up in the 1990s, when it came to sexuality, if you liked the opposite gender, because back then there were only two fucking genders, if you liked the opposite gender, you were straight. If you liked the same, you were gay. And if you liked both genders, you were bisexual. That was it. Although admittedly, we weren't as tolerant back then. Gay men weren't referred to as gay. It was more likely to be queer, puff, uphill gardener, shirt lifter, fudge packer, cock jockey or arse bandit. And if you were bisexual, particularly if you were a bisexual woman, you could pretty much guarantee a part-time pornographic career where all the films were shot on VHS camcorders. Thankfully, things have moved on, and the reason I used all those outdated homophobic slurs was to show just how far we've come as a society, and no one should be judged on their sexuality because it's not something we get to pick or choose. But for teenagers growing up today, where there are a million different genders, drag queen story time, and the notion that if you're not 100% happy with who you are, you must be transgender and it's off to get bits cut off. That seems much more complex. So the story concerns a young man who wrote to Men's Health magazine because he's been questioning his sexuality. He's concerned he may be pansexual. And if you're not familiar with that term, well, bisexual people are attracted, and it's not 50-50, it varies from person to person, but they are attracted to both men and women. Whereas pansexual people are attracted to men, women, drag acts, she-males, trans men. Basically, they will fuck anything. And this is where the cult of wokeness reared its ugly head. The young chap explained that he thinks he's pansexual because he's attracted to AFAB people. That stands for assigned female at birth, what we used to call women, but could conceivably be attracted to trans men, and of course a trans man is a woman with an acute mental health problem making her think she's a man, provided that the trans man hadn't had any surgery or hormone treatment. So again, that's a biological woman. So this young lad is messed up in the head thinking he's pansexual because he's only attracted to biological females. How fucked up is that? Unfortunately for the young man, Men's Health's agony uncle replied to him. This is a man called Zachary Zane, and just from that name you know he's going to be a prick. Zane describes himself as a bisexual ethical boy slut. Nothing wrong with being bisexual. I don't know what an ethical boy slut is, and even if I did, I wouldn't take his fucking advice. But he explained to the young man, yes, you are pansexual, but you are in danger of fetishising vulva owners. To any ladies watching this video, I don't wish to appear vulgar or crude, but have you ever referred to yourself as a vulva owner? Because I've never thought about my genitalia as a form of property, owning it like I own my car. And when the fuck did a man being attracted to women, being heterosexual, get labelled as a fetish? Throughout my life, whenever I've been looking for a partner, or just a quick bang, I've been very insistent that the other person, or persons involved, have XX chromosomes and a hole where I don't have one. But under woke ideology, being a heterosexual man is now being viewed as a weird kink. So that leads me to the question, can straight men apply to join the Alphabet Club? When it comes to the LGBTQIA+ community, I'm all in favour of the L's, the G's and the B's, the lesbians, the gays and the bisexuals, because that's a sexuality, they didn't get to pick it. But after that, it's just the bloody circus. I was at a Pride event recently and there are guys there dressed up as dogs pretending to fuck each other, and every kink and fetish is now catered for. So if being a straight man is now a weird kink, I want in. Where's my ticket for the Victimhood Express? So if we accept the madness of woke ideology, that a man can be pansexual because he's attracted to women, then finally I can come out. I can live my best life. I can speak my truth, because woke people are always fucking banging on about speaking their truth. And there's nothing wrong with speaking your truth, provided it aligns with the truth. So yes, I, Danny, am proud and pansexual because I have a bizarre kink of only being attracted to people born without penises. Do I now have to put my pronouns in my Twitter bio? Because there's another woke story this week involving pronouns. A teacher in Ireland, a devout Christian at a Christian school, refused to use the pronouns they, them, when one of his students said that he, or rather they, were trans. The teacher said no. His name's Enoch Burke. He said no because a boy cannot be a girl. He was suspended from work and things escalated to the point that he arrived for work this week and has now started a prison sentence. So it's amazing that those of a woke persuasion who claim to be endlessly victimised are actually the most privileged and protected fuckers in all of society. As ever, thanks for watching.